Yeah, there we go. All right, man. Yeah. I got a lot to get into, Corey. I got a lot to get into, man. Before we get into that, this is the Zone Sports Podcast, Corey.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? You hear my man with them great human air horns over there. My co-host, my guy, Corey. You know what I mean? He never telling the same old tired story. And you know who I be. It's your boy Big V. You know what I mean? Fresh off a tour 2 weeks ago. Shout out to New Orleans. Y'all seen us reporting from down there. You know what I mean? You seen the last pod. I had to take a week off to get my laundry and my household back together. You know how it is when you got to take the kids to grandma's house. You come back with mad kid laundry, like the kid laundry just don't stop on top of the tour laundry. You know what I mean? And then, I was gone for almost a week. You know what I mean? I had to come back, get the yard work together and things like that. You know what I mean? But I'm here today, you know what I'm saying? And no, ladies and gentlemen, this was not planned. I know we both got on MLB stuff. This was not planned. This was not planned. This was not planned. You know what I mean? And real quick, I gotta give a shout out to the MLB, Corey,
Okay.
for being one of the top crooks in America.
Oh,
I said it. I said it. One of the top crooks in America is the MLB, Corey, and here's why. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are old enough and maybe didn't see the legend himself play, because I didn't get to see him play. I saw reruns, and I know why he was booted out of the MLB. The legendary Pete Rose, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I might
Okay.
have got to see. I might have saw a couple of games that he coached back in my day. You know what I mean? But I really wasn't. I was just a little jit, Corey, as the kids in Florida would say. I was just a little jit when he was a little, you know what I mean? When he was out
Yeah.
there doing his thing as a coach, but he got kicked out the league for gambling, Corey. He got a lifetime ban for gambling, Corey. And
Yeah.
guess what, Corey? Gambling is now legal in the MLB.
Oh.
Well, I could be wrong. I don't know. I thought it was. Well, guess
But
what? It's
can they
prominent.
gamble can they gamble on the games, like the MLB
Well,
games, or
what,
can they
what,
gamble
what,
on other sports?
no, just like prize picks, it's for us,
Okay.
things like that, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But, some would say that, Pete Rose was ahead of his time, Corey. Some would say he was
Right.
ahead of his time.
All
He was
right.
he was betting on this team, you know what I mean? Which by the way is illegal. It should be. It should
Yeah.
be. But you know what also should be illegal, Corey? It should be illegal for the MLB to continue to sell these Pete Rose jerseys and get paper off of it.
I didn't know that.
Corey,
I'm telling them.
Corey, I was listening to a podcast, and one of the hosts of the podcast took a trip to Cooperstown.
Okay.
Said that he wells up, he goes through Cooperstown and he sees licensed MLB jersey of Pete Rose, Corey. Of Pete Rose. And I thought to myself, that's funny. Because I can guarantee you, Pete Rose ain't getting a dime of that money. I can almost
I doubt
guarantee
that.
you
I
he ain't
doubt
getting
that.
a dime, but you want to continue to sell the man's merch and profit off his name, but you gave him a lifetime ban, not a 10-year ban, not a 20-year ban, but for until he dies. But guess who's profiting off his name until he dies? Crook scoring. Can you imagine somebody selling the Corey Smith jersey and you ain't getting a quarter, a
That's a
tenth
problem.
of that paper,
That's a
Corey?
problem.
That's
That's
a
a problem.
problem. No matter what you did to said person, why said person may not like you, but he's willing to sell your last name on the back of their jersey with his logo on it. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's a problem.
It ain't like y'all.
Which kind of led to what we're getting ready to get into with the college football video game ban, because they the college players didn't like it either to add O'Bannon in the game.
And we're gonna get into all of that, you know what I mean? But that's a great point. That's an excellent point, Corey. Because here's the thing: we talking license. I would be hoping to think that when we're doing these license deals, that the players are getting a part of the deal. I
A
can
part
almost
of it.
guarantee you Barry Bonds is getting a piece of that bread that's coming off them Barry Bonds, or he's
Oh,
already been prepaid. You feel me? Yo, he go a wire to cash. You know what I mean? He go your cut. We gonna sell X, Y, and Z. But whatever the deal may be, I can almost guarantee you, Aaron Judge, Barry Bonds, hell, Jose Canseco, they're
yeah,
getting a piece of some MLB money anytime a merch is
yeah,
sold. It's kind of like what the King of New York said in the movie. Listen, man, and if the nickel bag is sold in the park, baby, I want in. I want in. You know what I'm saying, Corey? That's for my
yeah,
people that know about that King of New York movie. You
yeah.
feel me? Christopher Walken, you heard me? You know what I mean? Salute to him. But you know, I can almost guarantee you that this is not right. So I just want to give a big
Yeah.
salute to one of the biggest scammers in America. The MLB. Salute.
Hey, says the
Salute.
guys that's wearing Major League Baseball merch as we speak. We part of the problem, Big V. We should not support any Pete Rose buying of jerseys or any MLB merchandise until they correct it. Because that is just hideous.
Oh
For the
shit.
record, I do. This is a generic jersey, so it's no number or nothing like that. But it's still going to Oakland. But Oakland's about to go to Vegas. Does Oakland get a piece of that? I don't mean it's the same owner, but I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Above my pay grade. And you know, you're right, Corey. I mean, shout out to the show. I love the video game, the show. I actually almost every year I purposely buy the Jackie Robinson edition or whatever the edition they're putting out that supports the Negro League Fund. So or the Jackie Robinson Fund. So I purposely buy that specific bundle because it always comes with an extra piece of merch like the hat. So I
Oh,
got this hat, but I think when I bought the show might have been 2020 when
yeah.
I got the hat. But yeah, hey man, you're right. We're part of the problem. But hey, again, that's why I'm saluting them. They got me, Corey. They got us. They got us. They got us, Corey. Because I'm gonna keep buying fitteds and snapbacks. You feel me?
Yeah, pretty much. I ain't seen too many snapbacks and fitteds that I could just walk past and be like, "Damn, man, that wouldn't look nice with my ensemble."
You know what I
Yep,
mean?
I'll get it.
I get. I'm a cop the jersey. No, I'm a cop, Corey. They got us. They
They got
got
me,
us.
man.
I'm too grandfathered in to give up now, Corey. You know
Thanks.
what I mean? You know. But yo, man, I hope everybody's week was good. I hope your week was good, Corey. Um, I have been counting down the day that we can talk about what we're getting ready to talk about, Corey.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to talk about this college football 25, Corey. Yo, Corey,
Yeah.
I know you don't got a PS5 or a next gen console, Xbox Series X or whatever S, but I'm here to fill you in. Pause. I'm here to fill you in.
Because I've been watching YouTube videos all week that's been like 30 minutes to an hour long, and I don't even want to steal your thunder. I can't wait to play it. Talk to the people.
Corey, listen, man.
Mm.
Man, I was counting down the days that this was come out, and the last one we had, Corey, was 11 years ago. It was over a decade ago when NCAA Football 14 came out. We are here now in 2025. And for those that are wondering what took so long, like Corey alluded to, it was licensing business that had to be situated between the creator of the game, which is EA, and the players. They had to come to some agreement using these players' likenesses and things of that nature. Ed O'Bannon, who was a great college basketball player, was the first to point it out about them not getting paid from the video games. Fast forward, we're here now. I think every player ended up getting to, I think it was $600 a piece, Corey, $600 to $800 a piece to
Yeah.
be in the game.
Yeah.
A free copy of the game as well, which I think was dope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, some people might look at it and say that's not a lot. Well, it's a lot of NCAA players, Corey. They can't afford. They can't give everybody $1 million or 500,000 in the game. That'll be unrealistic, Corey. But
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, they managed to find a way to put this together, and I'm happy about that. And I gotta say, much like you, I was doing the same thing up until the game came out. The entire weekend, I was looking at all the gamers who were able to get an early access copy,
Yes.
and
Lucky bastard.
right, and we're so grateful to get a copy from EA, and we're so gracious to allow us to see some early footage. Man, let me
Mm.
tell you, man, it comes as advertised, Corey. The graphics are
Okay.
awesome. Um, the crowd, every crowd is different. They actually captured almost every single crowd that you can think of, whether it be through the looks of it, the theme song, how the stadium is shaped. It's fire, Corey. All the way around fire. The controls out of this world. I mean, it's literally like you playing almost like an arcade game of college football. It is that
Mm.
fast. The movements are swift. Controls are responsive. You hit the spin, he's spinning. The jukes are crazy. Um, the celebrations, man,
Saw that
fire.
part.
They got Shador up there with the watch on, doing this thing. They got different celebrations that you can earn too by playing the game. It's so fire, Corey. It's so fire. They got the different modes on there from the dynasty mode, which is really in depth. You can hire and fire coaches. You can get players from the transfer portal. They have really captured the essence of the game, um, of today's game with the like I said, with the transfer portal, with with you being able to recruit early, and then how they have it with the recruiting is so in depth now. You have to really play the game that the recruits are playing,
Yeah.
cater to his needs, whether he like to stay close to home. Uh, Depending on if you are a top five school or not, he may have you on the list. He may not. You got to fight to get on this list to earn,
Mm.
his signing. It's a lot that really, and you only get a certain amount of time to spend on that every week. And
Mm.
the better you get as a coach, the more allotted time you get to recruit. It's fire. With the road to glory, they did not have you coming straight out of high school in this one. I can
Okay.
imagine now with licensing and things like that,
Yeah.
probably hard to kind of do that how they was doing it back in the day where you could play 10 games of high school ball, whether it was, the right mascot to the school or not. Say it was like the Kinston Bears. Still,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's licensing now
Yeah.
with
Oh
with
yeah. I
with
bet.
color schemes and likeness of the school and things like that. Maybe next year they'll be there. You know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe next year they can get a couple of high school teams you maybe can choose from, maybe three or four that you can choose to go to and work your way in there. But for now, they got it where you can choose the type of player you want to be, choose the school you want to kind of go to, whether it be 5 star, 4 star, 3 star, 2 star, 1 star. You can start out as an underdog or be an elite player, or it's like three different kind of players you can choose to be. It's really dope and in depth, man. I was just playing the game before I came in here. I started a dynasty with California. I'm going California with my dynasty. See
Okay.
if I can restore the feeling out there football wise with Cal. You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay.
I'm running the Clemson air raid offense. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So what I didn't like was, and this might have changed. I thought ECU ran the air raid. They're not running the air raid on here this year.
yeah. We ran it. I say we because I'm an ECU fan.
Right,
We
right,
ran
right.
it back in the. I mean, I thought we still ran it like in real life. I know on the video games it always showed that we ran an air raid. I
Right.
watched every single ECU snap, and we still run the air raids. But I digress. We stink, so I guess we probably don't need to run the air raid anymore.
Um, yeah, I want to run an air raid offense, and yeah, that's why I went with the Clemson offense with the California Bears, man. And you can get fired as a coach too, man. Like if you're not
Right.
meeting the the standards of the contract, man, it's fire. Even with the road to glory, they have you where you have to commit some of your time to studying. You have to
Mm,
make time to study and going. You have to literally go to practice to earn the coach trust, especially if you go to a school because it tells you when you pick the school if you're going to start or not. Don't it doesn't mean
okay.
you're going to start. So you might have to sit behind a season or two or come off the bench. It tells you all that. Luckily, my guy was good enough to start for Michigan, so I'm a quarterback for Michigan on my road to glory. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I'm a scrambler, so yeah, man, I'm excited to see how this goes. Shout out to EA for just reviving the game, man. I saw some complaints though. Some people didn't like where you could not now create a player to try to recruit. So like on the old ones, you can actually set out you want to create a made up player, Brian
Yeah.
Young, and put his stats all crazy. And they had it where you could do that and try to recruit him. Like you could put him in the portal and try to recruit him and try to get him and things like that. He may not end up on your team, but he may end up on a different team. It just depends on who can get him first. But used to be able to create players to put within the recruiting process. You can no
Okay.
longer do that. But small price to pay to have the game back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? All good, but I'm loving it, Corey. I'm loving it. We need to start a GoFundMe, y'all, for Corey to get a PS5. Let's get
Yeah.
the GoFundMe going. You know what I mean? Let's
Hey,
get the GoFundMe going for my
either
man
that or
Corey.
somebody want to like let me borrow their PS5 to like tax time and I'll get my own. Then, man, I tell you, the what I was seeing and it cannot compare to what you're doing in regards to playing it. I mean, I'm having FOMO right now as we speak
Right.
about this game. And one of the impressive things that I saw, at least on the YouTube from multiple people, was like how realistic sometimes the injuries can be.
Yes.
Whereas, like, I know the older games from like 10, 11 years ago, okay, oh, he's out because he's injured, like a rib or something like that. It really wouldn't get ultra specific. Whereas now, the longer you play, like in the third quarter, you may have individual fatigue in your arm. Or
Mm-hmm.
if you're like a heavy runner or a scrambler like a quarterback, your legs, you may not be able to scramble like you do in the third and fourth quarter that you
Yeah.
would like in the first and second quarter. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yes,
That,
that matters.
that's
Yes.
crazy.
It
That's
matters.
crazy, man.
You actually have to spend some of your skill points that you earn from playing the game towards your health can get low,
Wow.
and it'll show you during the game what parts are impacted, whether it be your leg, your arm,
Yes.
your chest. It shows you all that, man. So you got to kind of play it how you got to play it. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Which is what I like. I like it being like that, Corey. I love it. I love the
wow.
realness of it, and it's very very dope, man. It's very very dope.
Woo. Can't wait.
Yeah, man. Can't wait brings me to our next topic, which is now that we have the NCAA football game. The NCAA basketball game cannot be far behind, Corey. It
You're right.
cannot be far behind. Listen, EA between EA and 2K, somebody has to make this happen, and I cannot imagine it not being in the talks along with football.
No question. No question.
So my question to you, Corey, is this: who should get the rights to make the game, Corey, between EA and 2K? Because
2K. 2K.
oh, okay. Okay.
2K. Easy. Easy work.
Easy
Easy.
work. Easy
Easy
work.
work. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I think EA needs to stick with football. I think 2K needs to stick with like the WWE and basketball and whatever else they do. Don't touch football. EA, over the years, there have been some hit and misses with the Maddens, but overall, I always like how they, do their game engines and stuff like that, where it's like more fluid. I'm not too crazy about Madden 24, which is what I'm currently playing right now, albeit on the PS4. I don't like the fluidity of it as I did with like maybe like Madden, like 19 to 20. But I do like how they do take a shot with the fluidity and the movement of the players. I love how and the thing is with EA, the only problem with EA is it's a go big or go home deal. You're either going to be real happy with the game engine that they're using. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, the game engine just really refers to the fluidity of the players in regards to the controller.
Right.
How accurate is when you do a juke move, stiff arm, pause,
Yeah.
right? Like all that stuff matters. When you're getting tackled, your ability to still kind of fall forward, or is it more blockage where you just all that stuff really matters. You can speak to it way better than I can. But overall, from what I saw on the college football game that we're talking about, EA, stick with that, but I know we're talking about basketball. Now, lately I have not been trusting EA Sports with basketball. The couple of the NBA lives, the last few that they made, I know I don't even think they still make them anymore. It is horrible. I am ready for college basketball to come back. in video game format, EA, don't you touch it. You go ahead and step off to the side. You rule the football. There's more football lovers than basketball. Y'all good. Y'all good. Okay. But when I tell you, when I play WWE and when I play NBA 2K, whatever, I'm telling you, it is a drug in a joystick. Pause, pause, and then no pause. Because I love it. Okay. It just works. It's fun to play. It's hard to put the sticks down. Pause, pause, and then no pause. Okay. I think college basketball need to be with 2K. What say you?
Well, see, one would argue, Corey, and these are not my thoughts. One would say that you could be wrong because EA, the last college basketball game, which was College Basketball 10, was done by EA and was a classic, and it was fire. It was fire. It was fire.
My counter would be, I would argue that back in the 08, 09 days, NBA Live was still a playable game. Okay. I would also argue that I have disowned NBA Live from like 2010, 2011 on because they stunk up the joint. But that's my argument. But I don't play. I don't get video. I don't get the newest editions every single year. It's always like a 4 or 5 year gap before I upgrade. So I can be had, Big V, to the naysayers.
Well, let me tell you, Corey. I 100% agree with you. 2K needs to do the college basketball game, Corey. And here's why for me. Before College Basketball 10 came out, where EA did it, 2K was doing it. Yeah, that 2K, that college 2K basketball with JJ Redick on the cover, Lord.
Yeah.
Corey, what a masterpiece. You know what? You know what, Corey? Listen. Hold on. What are we at about this? Masterpiece.
Woo!
This nice. This joint right here was a masterpiece. Following this, 2K8 came out with my man from Carolina on the cover. He was the guard back then. I forgot who it was. That was another fire one. Every time they touched college basketball, it was fire.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, I'm with you. I want 2K to bring back college hoops. Bring back. Listen, 2K, if you're listening, bring back college hoops. 2K25 or 2K26, whatever you gotta do. But here's the thing, Corey. My other thing is this. I gotta disagree with you a little bit.
Okay.
Because let me take you back. EA was behind March Madness.
That's true. That's true. Back in the day, they were. Before they fell off.
March Madness was fire, Corey. March Madness was fire. My thing is this. Why both can't exist? Give me the March Madness and give me the college hoops. Like we used to have it.
You want both. You want both.
Why not? Like we used to have it. But I know EA is a go big or go home because they're not just as, you know, as far as putting a video game out, but from a business standpoint. They bought out the rights to the NFL when 2K put out that 2K NFL with T.O. on the cover, which was a game changer, Corey. It was about $30 cheaper.
Yeah.
And it was a game, and it was fire. It was $20.
Yeah.
I remember like it was yesterday.
And it was fire. Cheap. You right.
And it was fire. Had Chris Berman on that thing doing his thing. It was fire.
Yeah, you right.
With T.O. on the cover was fire. EA, hey, yo, you know what EA did? They pulled like they did like my man on College Football Saturdays, man. And he hit him with a Lee Corso. Not so fast, my friend. And bought the rights. And 2K made a pro NFL game since then. Something tells me EA is going to do the same thing or already did it, because who to say they didn't do the same thing with College Basketball 10, because we didn't get another 2K college hoops after 2K8.
You're right. You're right. And I hope they don't do that. But you know that money talks, and you know the cartel known as the NFL, America's favorite drug, will definitely do something like that. I do wonder how would that work in a collegiate standpoint, because there's not an owner per se. There is not like, there's college football, but it ain't like it's under one umbrella. You got the separate conferences running their
Yeah,
thing. So
yeah,
I think we might be in the clear with college exclusive licensing versus like if it was the NBA versus the NFL from a professional standpoint, where everything is kind of under one umbrella. Whereas college, man, it's more conference based, and they all just kind of meet together, whatnot. So I'm hoping. Hey, look, I think competition is great. I
yes,
really do. Because if both of them was to come out, do you know what I would do? I would sit 1 week and just watch nothing but the 2K version of college basketball. That next week, I'm devoting all my next time to the EA version, and I'm
yeah,
gonna figure out which one I'm gonna plant my $60 on that way or whatever. Because unlike back in the early 2000s, yes, YouTube been around, but it won't like it is right now.
yeah,
Where it's
yeah.
like, man, you know what? I'm really thinking about buying this game.
Let me
Huh,
preview it.
up on YouTube and look at some gameplay real quick. You don't want to spoil the game, but in a
Yeah,
game ain't no spoiling. You want to watch and you want to play it.
yeah. You're right. You're right. I 100% agree with you.
But
Me,
competition is good, Big V. You right.
yeah. I mean, and you give the consumers choices.
Let the market speak.
They can be like you and say, you know what, I want to go ahead and get the March because they don't have to drop at the same time. One could
No.
drop. One could drop how we used to. They used to drop how they are now. One would drop in July, the college game for football, and
Mm-hmm.
then August here comes Madden. And then they would do the same thing for the basketball. They would
You
drop the
right.
basketball around September. You
Yeah.
feel me? Kind of like that, or like or late August, whatever they want to do, early September, and then drop 2K or live, whatever it was at the moment, um, a couple weeks later, like late September. That's how they used to do.
Yeah.
And they would put out March Madness the following year around January, like
Yeah.
right before everything popped off. Like, so yeah, man. I would love to have both because I mean, people like me, you got people like Corey. He gonna make a choice. I'm gonna probably cop both.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably cop both just because when March come around, like they both gave you two different feels. March Madness
Yeah.
really felt like March Madness for whatever reason, Corey.
And
It
I used to
just
always
did.
get the March Madness. I never got the college. I used to always get the March Madness.
That's what I'm saying. I had the March Madness with Carmelo on the cover. You feel me? Oh, 04. So
Yeah.
like Corey, I remember them joints. Oh my God, like it was just like it was yesterday, man. Like God, man, like man, I hope they can work it out because again, give the people options. And
Yeah.
y'all gonna print money. You gonna both companies can print money if y'all just print the games up. They're gonna sell. Um,
And you know what, real quick, Big V, I wanted to ask you, getting back to the college football, I'm assuming that the HBCU schools are not up there.
no
And like you
HBC.
said, you can't pay everybody because you have to pay them
Yeah,
too. I hope
yeah,
that, like what we was talking about a few weeks ago, maybe they could have it as like a downloadable pack and maybe
yep,
get the money from those who choose to buy the HBCU deal.
yep,
Okay, I just
yep.
wanted to check that.
They
Okay.
they have time to add on, update however they need to. If they want to print money, do that. They want to print money. Yo, EA, you want to print
Bro,
money? Drop that HBCU pack. Get the
you heard
HB.
it from Big V first.
Yo, I don't know what y'all got to do. I don't know what's going on with HBCUs and EA, but y'all got to come together. Drop that downloadable content pack DLC style. You heard
I
with
would
the
get it.
HBCUs. We're gonna cop it.
I would get it.
You know what I mean?
I would get it.
Print money. We're gonna
Yeah.
cop it. You know what I mean? But yo, salute EA again for bringing it back, restoring the feeling.
Thanks.
Appreciate y'all so much. Oh my God. I've been seeing a lot of talk online that this may be one of the most anticipated games ever in gaming history. And
Mm,
I'm almost tend to agree with him, Corey. A
yeah.
lot of people like me and you, it's 2 million of us, and up and down my Facebook and Instagram timeline, and on my Twitter timeline, it's been nothing but people talking about this game, sharing screenshots, sharing
Yeah.
footage. I'm seeing rappers talk about it. I saw Wale mention it. I'm seeing Tim Tebow. He was over there playing with my guy. Damn, what's my guy? I see him right now in my head. Um, uh, what is his name, yo? The quarter Mike Vick. He was my bad, Mike
Right,
Vick.
Vic.
He
Okay.
was up there playing with Mike Vick. I'm seeing a lot of old players of college greatness and NFL players and current. college players share their Twitches, their YouTube lives, and they're actually taking to this game, Corey. And I think a lot of the players are extra excited to see their names actually in the game.
And
A lot of
I'm
them are. Dog, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for him. I don't know if you saw too that at first um Arch Manning, which is Peyton Manning's brother, he
yeah, from
wasn't
Texas.
going to be a part of it. He wasn't going to
Yeah.
be a part of it. No, but last minute, he did a little video, whatever. They shot a little commercial, showing him being a part of the game now. So he's a part of the game now. I don't know if he. I don't think he started. I think he still got to insert him
Uh,
off the bench.
and I'm gonna throw a little bit of shade. It would have survived. Hungry as people been for this game here, no one's worried about like a second or a third string quarterback
No.
not in the video game. But
No.
to his point, he does have the right, and that's the beauty
Yeah.
of it.
Yes.
He does have the right to say, "Hey, I'm
Yes.
not going to do it." You look at the NBA 2Ks where a lot of times during halftime they NBA 2K basketball NBA 2K where they have the halftime where it's basically the TNT crew minus Charles. Charles don't want to be on the halftime. He
Ah.
has the right to not want to be up there. And to those who do, they got the right to do that as well. So it's a give and take.
I
With
had I,
that,
I
it's a
had
good.
never paid that no mind. That's crazy. I never paid that no mind. You right.
I have, yeah. So I got the well, you get all the NBA 2Ks. I got the one from last year, the Kobe Bryant, standard edition. And if you go to the halftime, it's just Kenny and it's just Chuck and Ernie. I mean, I'm not Chuck, but
Shaq.
Kenny Smith, Shaq, and Ernie. Chuck is not up there. You won't never see him up there. And a lot of times, you don't really like to be in games. Period. With the exception of like maybe like depending on which NBA 2K edition that you get, where you could do like the old historical teams, he might be in that. But far as like the commentary and stuff like that of the TNT crew, it's just those three.
That's wild. I never knew, but again, it's their right to do it, and this is the beauty of it. Yeah, the game would have survived without Arch Manning.
Yeah, it would have survived.
It would have
It's
survived.
just like
You
it would have
know,
been good. I promise you.
yeah, man. Again, I'm glad that it's back. That's all I've been playing, Corey. As soon as we get done here, I'm gonna go outside, play with my kids for a bit. I'm back
Yeah,
to
got to get the family
I'm
squared away.
I'm back to start my dynasty. You know what I mean? I'm gonna take a little shower. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And I'm back to start my dynasty, man, and trying to work my way up, man. So
yeah,
yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, man. Salute to EA, man. Before we get out of here, man, we gotta say rest in peace to the late man Joe Jellybean Bryant, pardon
yeah,
me, which was Kobe Bryant's father, passed this week, age 69. Um, I wasn't old enough to see him participate in any basketball activities. I just know I know him through his son, obviously Kobe Bryant. I know him through the likes of him. Um, you know, we still it's still a big moment for me when somebody I love so dearly, like one of the people that created him passes away.
yeah, yeah,
That's it, that it's a little different when that happens. Especially now, being the fact that, Kobe's tragic passing and
yeah,
um then, it was rumors that, and I don't know how true these rumors were, that him and his father and his family wasn't on the best of terms during
very
this
strange. I
time.
heard that too.
But yeah, man, yeah, you only have memories, and it's the last time y'all saw each other, y'all was mad at each other, whatever. That's got to be tough. That's got to be tough finding out that news about your son or your parent. Either way, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Those. I hopefully I'm with you, Big V. I hope those fences was mended because they did show clips um of his dad, rocking with Kobe at the on the court when he won those championships and stuff like that. So it was good at once upon a time. I don't know how much of it was more so of his mother versus him. You did hear things about, I heard more so of his mother selling like Kobe's high school memorabilia and stuff like that. And without Kobe's permission, look, I don't know. I don't know. And now ain't really the time for all of that
Right.
or whatever. But, just rest in peace to Jelly Bean Bryant, man. He helped birth one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived. He helped discipline or install the discipline over there in Italy that Kobe took and I would imagine took it to the next level. Like you, I couldn't appreciate Jellybean because it was really before our time. I mean, you and I were about the same age, and but rest in peace, nevertheless.
Right.
To that the architects of Kobe Bryant.
That's right, man. Rest in peace, Jellybean, man. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate y'all tuning in each and every week, whether you're watching the clips on YouTube, Shorts, IG, Twitter, Facebook, man. We appreciate all the love, man. Make sure you follow us on IG at The Zone Sports Podcast. I mean, the greatest sports podcast you never heard. You heard? You know what I mean? Yo,
Heard.
Corey, and I appreciate you, man. You know what I mean? You know how we do, baby, each and every week. Y'all know how we end this thing. Right, 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 right.
Hey. Hey. Ah.